We're back out, and as you guys know, we're using the Blackadder Gladius spade. Absolutely wicked spade that is. We're also using the Garrett Ace Apex. I will be using the 400 next week, but we brought out the Apex again today because my boy absolutely loves it. We are using a double D rader coil. We was hoping to bring out the smaller coil today, but forgot to put that in the motor before we left, so I was a bit unlucky. So we're going to get on and we'll see what we can't find, and we will see you at the first. His first find up. This one was reading up at a 64. Tiny little piece that is. He wasn't going to dig that. He said it was scratching around a bit, but he dug on, and that looks like a tiny little bit of lead. Right, moving on. 61, 62. It's got quite a nice high-pitched tone there. It's not really that deep. Right, I'll take the case off in a minute so we can see the numbers properly. Right, I'll catch you in a minute. He's on to a bit of silver. Check this out. What is that? Well, it might have been a bit of a spoon at first. Oh, it's got some writing on there. Oh, I have to. Oh, dropped it again. Oh, that looks cool fine, son. I don't know what it says on there. Cat. I don't know. When we get back, I'll give that a really nice clean up and I'll stick a steel up. But I think that is silver. It's just black and tarnished. I might be wrong, but it does look like some sort of hair clip. But I think that could be silver. Right, well, we'll give that a clean when we get back. And I'll shove a couple of steels up. But I think that is silver. Well done, son. Nice find. Oh, he's finding loads of stuff. As I say, today's my break, so I'm just recording all this stuff. Well, our stuff. But that is absolutely lovely, that is. I do like that. Right, let's move on, and I'll see you at the next. Right, I've got a 42, jumping slightly into the 50s, as you can see there. If you just walk into it there. 55, 56 and jumps into the 60s. Right, let's see what that is, and I'll see you in a minute. Right, and that's what that was. As I got it close to the surface, it did start ringing up at a 55 solid. Just there. Just an old bullet. But I'll tell you what, sticky as hell still. But still getting a few finds from down this end. I thought we'd just stay at this end today. Not too far away from the car, but it's all dying off now, this old grass, so we're getting quite low. Right, let's crack on. I'll see you at the next. 64. Had quite a few bits of these today. No idea what they are. Bits of toot. Right, let's carry on. See you at the next. Got a really nice. In the 55s, if you can just get in there. Jumping in the late 40s, early 50s, 53, 56. There you go, it's jumping slightly. Right, let's see what that is, and I will catch you in a minute. That's what that was. Took me a bit of time to find it. I like that. I think that's some sort of weight of some kind, but I've never seen one quite like that. It's got a hole in the bottom there. Unless it's not, but it does look like one to me. Could be wrong. Leave a comment below if you know what that is, but definitely sure that's definitely some kind of weight. Alright, let's see what else we can't find. See you at the next. Right. 40s, it's in the 40s. Jumped slightly into the 50s. It's got double tone to it. It's quite a dull tone there. Yeah, get into the 45s, 44, 45. Right, let's dig that out and see what that is. Right, and that's what that one was. just some kind of keyhole thing. As you see there, it was reading up in the 40s. As soon as I got it to the top, it was a solid 44. It was quite a dull grunt. You get there always seems to be quite dull tones when you bump into things like this. But oh well. Right, let's move on, and I will see you at the next. This one was reading up quite high at the top. Weren't really that deep, probably about a pinpointer, probably half a pinpointer in depth. Sorry. That's the top of a anti-aircraft shell. One of the top bits, and then the timing bit goes on there, and then you have the bit that goes on the top that comes off and explodes in the air. Lovely. You don't usually find them in a whole piece like that. Usually they're snapped into pieces, but that's a nice little find. I like that. Right, moving on. Got a nice in the late 50s, range in the 60s as well, jumped slightly there into the 70s. It's got a really nice high pitched tone there. It's going to be quite hard to dig that. I'll be looking forward to that, boy, because that's in it's where the farmer drives his tractors, and usually I do miss these bits out, but he's not using it this year, so I'm going to make sure that I cover it well. But we're going to dig that out, see what it is, and we'll catch you guys in a minute. That's what that one was, just a tiny little trade weight, I think, or it could just be a tiny little piece of a farmer's machinery maybe, but I do think there's some sort of kind of little trade weight thing. Right, let's move on, see what else we can't find. Got a 45, 46, bit of a dull tone there. It's not really that deep neither, probably about half, just under half a pinpointer in depth probably. Nice little double tone, but it's quite a dull tone. 45 there. Right, let's get on digging that out, and I will catch you in a minute. Just my luck, another bit of lead that was. Yeah, not having much luck at the moment. Maybe it might be the settings I'm in, but it's always good to try other settings on the Apex. But it's not been too bad. It's always worth just getting out for a few hours. My boys enjoyed it. I've quite enjoyed being out with him. Right, let's see what else we can't find. And I'll see you at the next. Just more lead. Ringing up really high, but just getting a hell of a lot of lead. It's one of them old lead days, I think, where you just can't stop picking up lead. But we're making our way back down there now. But as I say, I've had all the Romans from the bottom of here, but I've always used a smaller coil. And this bigger coil, it is a good coil, and it does work well, and it does find deep bits. But when you want to get into a trashy area, it's always good to have a smaller coil. And I should have bought the smaller coil with me, but me being me, I forget everything. Right, another bit of lead, and moving on. Let me see what else we can't find. Right, what an absolute legend my farmer is. He just walked all the way from down there, all up here, with a glass of barley juice with ice cubes in, just for me. Oh, I'll tell you what, that was absolutely lovely, that was. So I just stopped and chatted to him for 5 minutes, and just had this up, lovely lump of lead in a square. So I'm thinking maybe that is definitely a weight, the way it's made like that. Maybe it's pretty heavy and all, probably for weighing up probably crops of some kind, or weighing up some fruit or something maybe. Right, as I say, it's not been bad. It's been a hell of a lot of lead in this one today, but well, you can't win them all. Right, moving on. This one was buzzing not too far from the top. It was buzzing up quite high, jumping 70s into the 80s and back down into the 40s. Another bag seal. I found so many on this field, it's unbelievable. It's my second one today. My boys had 2, I think. How many you had? Yeah, he's had 2, which we will put up in the video. Otherwise, it's a leady one. But I don't mind finding the old bag seals. And as I say, a find is a find. But as soon as I give these a clean up, I'll put a few stills up. Right, and see what else we can't find. Right, moving on. This one's in the plug. Reading up at 64 solid there. I should really have gloves on. Alright guys, if you give me a couple of minutes to find it, and I'll get back to you because I've only got 2 fingers to use. So the boys gonna have a little look, and we'll get back to you in a minute. Managed to find it. I think that is a pot mould. Pot mend, should I say? Not a pot mould, pot mend. They used to use back in the day to fix their leather satchels when they had a water leak. Not a very good idea to use lead, but back in them days they didn't know. But that's what that is. I can feel it as it goes all the way around. The inner bit seems to be less as big as what the underneath bit does that comes out the bottom of the thing. But yep, that's what that is. Right, moving on. Spinning me all over the place. I don't know if you could just see it just here, but I think I found a copper ring. Oh, look at the patterns. Oh, look. Let me give this a quick wipe. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is lovely. It's definitely a ring. Oh, look at the patterns on that. It's not silver. It's just copper. Sorry about the shaking. Oh, I like that. That is beautiful. That is nice. And I'm going to give that a really good check because, as I say, this is where I've had most of the Roman coins from. But I don't think it'd be Roman because I would have thought it'd have been gold. But when we get back, guys, I'm going to give that a really nice clean up, and we'll stick up a couple of steels. Oh, but that looks absolutely lovely, that does. Right, first good proper find of the day. Let's go to bag seals. A lovely ring. Oops, sorry there, guys. Shaking like anything. Right, let's move on, and I will see you at the next. I found some bag seals before, but check the size of this bag seal out. Got some writing on the back there. Ellen something, but the size of that for a bag seal. Never found one that big before, but that is huge. Big bag seal. I'll give it a clean up when I get back and stick a few steels up of it, but never ever in my life have I found one that big. Gosh, she is definitely heavy. No wonder I'm finding so much lead on here. Oh. Right, let's move on. See you the next. I've got a nice, this probably could be my last signal of the day. 71, 72, slight jump. Oh, there goes my headphone battery. Right, bit loud that. 71, it's right under the coil. We'll get it out and see what it is. Right, see you in a minute. Still so much more to do on here, but you can't do it all in one day. Right, last signal, guys. As you see there, it was quite a solid 70. Another bit of bomb shrapnel. Well, anti-aircraft shrapnel. Yep, got quite a bit of this today. Loads of bag seals. That ring looks really nice. But it's been absolutely lovely. Can't wait to get on that bit of field as well. But as I say, I've had a lot of Romans from this bit here. But really, you need to use the smaller coil on here because there's a hell of a lot of junk, as I say, and you end up digging massive holes. And I don't really want to do that. Right, as I say, last signal of the day. We're off home because it's absolutely baking and we've run out of drink. Right, till my next adventure, guys. Thanks ever so much for watching. I love you all. Digger's Den, Tyson Fury, signing out.